This is a Water Minute with Swartz Contracting. I'm Ben Swartz. Today we're continuing to talk about some different meters that we use during water loss. Today we're specifically going to talk about some attachments that we use for our penetrating meter. If you can't find the water, you can't dry a structure properly. So that's why we have so many different meters, to make sure that we're actually knowing where every ounce of water is. The first contraption here that we can hook to our meter, this contraption is very useful. It can actually measure the moisture content under a sill plate. So if you're saying, what's a sill plate? Sill plate is the bottom, we'll just say 2x4, that sits on the floor, and the framing goes up from there. So if you have a flood in your basement, there could be water trapped underneath that. You'll never know it, and it could potentially grow mold. So this meter right here, once the baseboard is removed, we can slide it under the wall. These prongs are insulated, so we're only taking readings here right on the end, and we can know exactly when it's dry underneath of that sill plate, which is the hardest place in a structure to dry. I'd actually briefly mentioned this in a past video, but I'll actually show you it hooked up here. This is an insulation probe. If you have insulation in your walls, for example fiberglass insulation, we can definitely dry that out, but we need to make sure that we can measure the moisture content in that fiberglass so we know when it's dry. So these probes are inserted into the wall, they're insulated like this other meter was, and we can take the readings right on the end of these tips, and we'll know exactly when the fiberglass is dry. So this has been a Water Minute with Swartz, and we'll see you next time.